my experience from this side has been running my own clinic. And sometimes I actually take too much time with the patient, which can also cause issues too. You're looking for that balance, the compassion and mutual respect, but also the work that needs to get done. Staying on topic. There have been a number of occasions where the patient went all over the place. You know, they would talk about, oh, I have arm pain, but I also have back pain. I also have foot pain. I also have knee pain. And I also have a stomach problem. And I don't see very well. And I got this very bad cough.
No pain in the butt.
No, again, we're talking about bedside manner. You don't say that to the patient.
Oh,
You
dependent accent.
refer them out then. But it's okay to stay within a boundary of what you're doing. I had mentioned before there is a difference between treating someone for their chief complaint and giving them knowledgeable information on how it happened, how you're going to treat it, and how to prevent it. As I said, a greedy doctor will bring you into the room. They'll ask you, where's your pain? And they don't want you to talk. Pointing is even better. They point here. Okay. They do what they need to do. And then they say, okay, you're fine. Go out, pay my bill, and nothing else. A good doctor will sit down and speak to you. Where is your pain? How long have you had the pain? How do you think it started? Does anything make it better? Does anything make it worse? General, as we say, 10 questions. I don't want to say checklist, but there are numerous things that we ask so that we know better about the intake, the history of the problem, and it helps us treat it. We create the treatment principle and we discuss it with the patient. We're going to do these points. We'll give you these herbs. We can do some other method, whether it's the tuina or cupping or gua sha, patches, the pain patches if it's pain, exercises. Sometimes we'll say, you should be stretching. Some people will do qigong. Some people will do tai chi if they're knowledgeable in it. And you do the treatment. You discuss it with the patient as you're going along. If there are any issues, like you do large intestine 4, or you pull out the 3-inch needle that you use through the head for motor disorders, which I'm sure people are very calm when they have that. But once you're done, you have that outro that you do with them too, where you say, okay, now that we've treated this, I would like you to do this before you come back for your next treatment. Try these exercises. Let me teach you how to do them. Try to stay away from whether it's certain foods or certain activities, or to try to change the way that you're doing things. Lifestyle change is a very, very big thing that everybody says that makes a big difference, but nobody wants to do, especially
Okay.
weight loss treatments. They'll listen to you, but there are some people who will argue with you too. If you tell somebody that they can't have 2 glasses of wine a day, they have to cut it down to one, or they'll argue something fierce with you. Oh no, I can't do that. I need to have my two glasses of wine every day because I read a study. But there are so many studies out there that say, that's not actually the best for you. You should probably look at these other documentations and stuff they have. What's funny is a lot of people come to me and they talk to me about their issues and they say, I didn't really, not so much as understand, but I really didn't like the doctor that I went to. But I went to him because he's a specialist. And I said, well, what did he say to you? So they would tell me general details about their problem. And I said, you're allowed to get a second opinion. You never have to agree with a treatment if you're not comfortable with it. I said, there are other doctors that you can go to who will work with you to find the best method of care for you. Again, that's also bedside manner. That, as we said before, there's someone else out there who will treat you better and treat you with respect than going through the regular assembly line to take care of your issues. What's funny is a great many people, at least I'm gonna throw out the 75% came to me and they're just like, I don't like the doctor I'm going to, but I don't know what to do. I said, just go to somebody else. Well, I don't know where to go. I said, and nowadays it's almost easier to find another doctor because everyone has something online.
Yeah.
Even the listing for health insurances, they're all online. I made a doctor's appointment just by using an app on a phone. I didn't even have to call into the office. It was easier and faster for me to get into the doctor's office doing that than I used to 10, 15 years ago to talk to somebody on the other side of the phone. And I can tell you, even from my own personal day-to-day work, I deal with a lot of people on the opposite end of the phone who are not nice people. And they're never nice. And I don't know if it's a power trip. I don't know if it's just the way they are.
The major thing is actually nowadays is listening.
Yes, I think that's where I was going with this.
Mm.
Some people don't want to listen to you. They want
Yeah.
to get you're calling about a problem. I don't want to listen to you. I want to get you off the phone as fast as possible. And then there are some people who only want you to listen to them because they have no one else to talk to.
My currently I'm working under someone, but I'm in charge with the clinic. My major things with the clinic, the major treatments is to make sure that the patient's stress level are low, so I can calm them down, so they can relax better to enhance the therapeutic treatment.
Mhm.
Nowadays, we also stress out one, work related, two, family related. These are two major problems that you cannot help the person out unless you change your work, change job, or change the family. That's impossible. What can we do? We try to listen a little bit more, show some compassion, try to explain that this moment of time is your time of treatment. When you come in this room, the stress is supposed to be releasing out. And when you lay there, your muscles supposed to loose up because you play those nice, relaxing music. But you're always reminding this is your special time. It's like vacation time. This is your moment of relaxations. This also helps with the psychological effect. Hey, wow, yeah, wow, that is true. I come here to relax. I'm, I don't want to think so much because it's only time to escape from my reality, from
Mm.
my troubles. Even if you spend 10 minutes or 5 minutes escaping from your worriness, your stress, it helps improve your health overall, which is, I believe, so much. Especially with the new patient, I always say, hey, you come here, the major goal is you're coming out relaxed. And most of the time, my patients are very relaxed. Before and after effects is totally different. A lot of time they come out very moody. They don't care. But when they come out, okay, I can come back next time. Yeah. A lot of time, other people think things differently.
Yeah.
Because this is our opinion. I know money is everything. Time is money, of course. This depends if you want to improve your skills, improve your clinic, improve your patient outcome or flow, whichever you call it. You have to think. If you work under someone, you might not have a choice. What's right, what's wrong, it depends on your heart. I would not say, yeah, you do the wrong things. You are doing the right things. It's based on your situations. We're not saying that you have to listen to patients all the time. Some patients, I admit, they gave me a lot of dramas, a lot. Sometimes I just like, Oh my God, what time? Oh God, I need to leave. My next patient. What are you gonna do? Listen a little bit. They say, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't have enough time. They calling me. I
Mm.
have a lot of patients." You have to learn how to make an excuse to come out of the situations. What other people out there think of our topic today? Just don't trash us too much. It's just based on our experience. It's no rights and wrongs. It's just opinion. But if we do see a lot of people make no, give us some suggestions too. Our skills, it's only what we learn to a certain extent. Maybe some people have interesting knowledge that we can share. Sharing is caring. The major things with this podcast is to bring awareness and to share the knowledge. I don't want to be like those trained professors, practitioners who don't want to share because my education is not that hard to attain. It's just some money, but all my skill is actually outside practicing. I I only get maybe 10% from the school, but everything is I learned from my own because of treating many patients. Just like you, Robert. The more you treat, you learn a lot things to pick up. It's most like street smart, right? So we say clinic smart.
With that, it all depends on how you learned. You'll have, and everybody will develop differently. You'll have the
Mhm.
one person who just get him in, get him out as fast as possible, and that's it. They learned one way. Or the other person who would sit there and go over every little detail that there possibly could be in relation to whatever the problem is. That's another way of learning. You need to make it so that, as you say, you yourself are comfortable, but you also need to have boundaries too.
Mhm.
You know,
Oh
uh,
yeah,
you can
boundary.
only you can
Definitely.
only you can only do so much with the patient with the half an hour or hour that you have with them. You have to make that time count.
Of
You
course.
work
No.
together. You
Mhm.
work as a team. You know,
Mhm.
there's not just you as the all powerful practitioner who's going to make all the pain go away. Because if the patient doesn't work with you, their pain will never go away.
Yeah, definitely.
And another thing that I had forgotten too, and if your treatment doesn't work as well as you think, refer them to someone else. If they have a different type of problem that you don't know enough about, the best thing to do, other than doing some research later, is to refer them to another specialist if you know. If they have problems at home, refer them to a therapist. If
Mhm.
they're having back problems, also refer them to a chiropractor, if warranted, or a massage therapist. Every condition is different. Same way as you had mentioned before about the patient coming in and being, stressed going in, but being relaxed coming out. You could actually say that that's a great treatment right there. Because if they came in and they were angry and tired, they're probably in pain.
Mhm.
Great
Mm.
deal of it too. And I can also guarantee you, if it's the first time that they've been there, they won't even tell you about half of the pain that they have.
That's why I want to say too. I have many patients in the beginning. Oh my goodness. First time? Yeah, they're not going to tell you a thing.
No.
So bedside manner is very important. Why? Because you develop the trust throughout times,
Yes.
especially if you have the patient come you once a week. Okay, maybe after four treatments or five, or maybe less three. It depends how your relationship develop and trust with the patient. But then later on, they share with you a lot of things. Oh my goodness. I remember I was
Yeah.
working in the local clinic. I was working in Brooklyn that time. So it was this chiropractor treated this patient, but somehow she never mentioned that she's pregnant when I treated her first time. It's because I was listening, I was asking questions, probably because I showed some caring. And then she told me that she is pregnant. I'm like, What? You just had chiropractic treatments 2 or 3 months already. I, okay. All right. No problem. For me, just we just have to avoid those lower back treatments, spring six, and those special points.
Mhm.
So that is very important to have this kind of relationships. And one another story is pretty funny. It's about I used to work with someone. Bedside matter is also mean you don't go off on the patient, not in the room, but it's also outside the room. Why? So this patient is being nasty to this practitioner, acupuncturist. So this acupuncturist developed like pissy mood every time this patient's in. I let the patients get a little bit more snooze. I let him sleep because after the treatment, I still have plenty of space. I just let him sleep there. But of course, my coworker at that time don't like the patient. In order for her to get him out, she did not wake him up nicely because she never went into the room. What she did is she kicked the door so loud. I'm like, okay.
That's not good.
But because of that seniors, the patient doesn't probably care because the patient's pretty relaxed already. Especially with seniors, they have a lot of pain and they think they're correct. Well, because they live longer than us, they're more older than us. So we still have to treat them with respect. If they being reasonable, maybe not, but we don't experience what they experience. Seniors have a lot of problems, but it's no point of arguing with seniors. Do you know why? What happened? They develop heart attack because they argue with you so much. What happened? They had to dial 911. I told my coworker at that time, yeah, I know he's unreasonable, the patient, but you don't need to argue. Just need be. Sometimes they hard to because that person's very nasty. Then you have to try to do some things. Maybe you should say hi. How are you? Instead, like, okay, this person is an a-hole. I'm not going to talk to you. That's just going to cause more tensions throughout time. Because as our seniors, they will not hit in, but they think they're wise. They think, oh, to me, I just want to remain calm, make sure they're comfortable. I will not kick the door. Hey, get the hell out here. No, you want to make sure everything okay. You will not everything okay. Oh, it's okay. I just check on you. Yeah, that's one of the major thing is with bedside matter is not just inside the treatments, but it's also outside of the whole overall the clinic operations from the time the patients walk in, it starts.
I'll disagree with you there. It starts even with the phone call.
Oh, wow. Okay. True, true, true. No, 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 you're right.
You
Like,
know,
hello,
as
what the
I
heck do you want? Okay.
Yes, exactly. Because I've heard people do that before. People will call up for an appointment and the receptionist on the other end will fight with you because you
Yeah.
didn't do it in the structure that she wanted. And if you don't do it that way, she'll argue with you until
Yeah.
you get it right. And that in itself is not someone you want answering the phone.
I have couple, not couple, many times because a lot of patients complain to me your front desk is being nasty. Your front
Yeah,
desk, they can hear you hanging up the phone roughly. How?
yeah,
Well, because you missed that target. You hear bang first before click. So yeah, you don't want to slam your phone. I hate my front desk worker slam the phone. Just tell me that you don't like this patient. You don't have to like the patients, but you still have to show some respect because they still
right.
come in. They're still your client, your customer. In the restaurant world, or some business clients is always correct. Customer is always correct. Is that the truth? No. But why we said that? If you want the money, you want the patient, that is also a major thing. That's good observations. And I mentioned about the clinic front desk with phone call because I seen that that's a major problem. My workplace, we lost a couple of patients probably due to front desk issues. Because patient reception is not communicating, being nasty, and when we try to put them back, like what happened? Why you not here for X amount of time? The worst thing is, oh, I'm busy. I can call you back. Or they not even responded to you. They click you. What happened? We don't know. Most likely, you think something happened. But that's it could be next topic of management,
Oh, yeah.
operation management. So, what else we gonna do? I think that's all my see another thing is not real bedside manner, it's more like a practical protocol and ethics. Some things that we had to spot to keep us safe. So we could talk about practical wise, yeah,
Mm.
safety, ethic, red flags, things that we don't get in trouble by law and stuff.
Well,
Yeah,
that's actually good. That works with management too,
yeah, yeah.
because the ethics, whether in management and business, inside the treatment room, they all kind of meld together at some point.
Mhm.
You know, even the ethics in taking money or what you charge the patient, just because as I'm going to cut this out, as I've heard it work, it was ethical, but it wasn't moral. You know, it might not have been a good thing that we did, but it was still ethical, so we could get away with it.
Yeah, for me, yeah, I have to be very careful. Uh, I educate a lot of people, patients, or my coworkers, or former coworkers. I'm very angry with the law and ethics.
Yeah.
My license is not that old. Yeah, I don't want to get in trouble with me. We're still gonna cut this out.
Yes. So thank you all for listening, and we'll see you soon.